Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to deploy GlobalProtect on Palo Alto. Firewalls versions that we're going to use are 7, 9 and a 10. You will notice that 7 is completely different from 9 and a 10. So what is the lab all about? It's all about GlobalProtect. Globally protecting our users who are VPN users, teleworkers, remote workers, home workers, whatever we call them. And the objectives and the aims are create certificate, create SL profile, create authentication profile, create portal and a gateway, create tunnel, and create security policy and a NAT policy as well. These 8 steps or 9, 10 steps will walk you through GlobalProtect on a Palo Alto. This is one of our cybersecurity courses. If you like what you are watching, please, you can come to our training. So let's get going. Okay, now let's begin. As you can see, we have users who will be coming from this network, okay, and they will be able to access our internal servers. We have our own network management here. Doesn't matter this. What matters is these people do not belong to us. They could be anywhere, alright? This laptop could be stolen, alright? It could be our laptop, but could be stolen. Now, we need users here to use their username and a password, and also two-factor authentication come into our internal network. So, the steps, the certificate we create, the profile we create, authentication profile, the portal, the gateway, the tunnel, security policy, and security NAT will allow these people to come in so that the F5, what did I say, F5? Palo Alto will decrypt the traffic, will also protect our users against cyber criminal. So let's begin again. So we have here, and there's nothing here. So I'm going to create certificate. So defines certificate. So let me eat this out because I've already created this to guys. Okay, I want to generate a root certificate. So this is root CA, not cat. Gonna basically say sign 90 days. Gonna populate the country, United Kingdom. Okay, I want to say state. Let me see if it's got county. Has it got county now? It's all about America, innit? I don't know why this software, the guys who build it, they don't even know whether they are they have not designed the firewalls or any software, just the United States. Come on, man. State. It's going to be England. Okay. This is the organization. And I'm going to basically, what's that locality? Gonna basically IT and cyber security. I'm gonna add email. Whoops. Mouse is hiding. Okay. So info.fdr.com. So I added the country, which is Great Britain. I add the state, which is England. Okay. I add the organization, Fadila Techno. I also add the department and the email. I also picked up 90 days, SHA-2, BitKey, RSA, everything is fine. Great. I'm also going to say trust certificate. Right. And I'm going to create another certificate, generate. And I'm going to say my cert. Okay, and the fully qualified domain name is going to be, or the common name is going to be my firewall. IP address. I talked about a lot about this. You can watch previous video that I published. I'm also going to say 90 days as well. Everything's going to be the same. Great. So this certificate, right, this is signed by this. So we've done that. Alright, SL profile. We're going to create. Done. We're going to create the next step, SL profile. So SL profile, we're going to create the SL profile because we don't want to, I want to say SSL, SL cert. Okay, certificate, that is going to be cert. And I'm going to allow only 1.2 and the maximum is going to be maximum. Okay, the minimum is going to be 1.2, the maximum is going to be whatever comes after this. This is important, and I talked about a lot about this button in my previous video. If you want to watch SL. Okay, so we've done that, right? So we're done authentication profile. Okay, so we're going to create the authentication profile in here. I want to say auth GP. You know what? I was about to say GP basically because I GlobalProtect in it. And this is the local databases that the user is logging in, right? And local databases, whatever. Here, I'm going to add users. At the moment, I'm going to say all. Now, later on, I'm going to remove all and I'm going to create a couple of users, okay? At the moment, let me just say, basically, add all. You don't need to say all, to be honest. Alright, just you have to add who is basically coming from inside, who are your users. Now, fail attempt, I'm gonna say 3 times. If you failed 3 times, then you should be logged out for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, you can come back. Okay, great. So we create certificate, we create authentication, SL profile, we created authentication profile, SL profile, certificate. We're going to create portal and the gateway. Right. Now, before I create the portal and gateway, let me create basically the tunnel. Okay, so let me go to network. What did I say? Internet. Network. I'm going to go to interfaces and I'm going to create the tunnel. Okay, so let me add a tunnel here and I'm going to say 10. Right, so this is going to be VPN tunnel. Right, going to say default security is going to be inside. It's going to IP address, whatever. It's going to all this stuff. Great, that tunnel is there. So let me go back there. So I have created the authentication profile. I have created the certificate. I have created the SL profile. So there's nothing here at the moment. Alright, I need to move to the network and I need to create the portal. Okay, I need to add. Here's the portal. I want to say portal GP. Okay, interface is going to be outside interface, and obviously it's going to be 1/1. IP address is this. There's a slight different here because this meant to be version 10 anyway. All right. Sorry, 9.4, 904, and 7 is the one I'm using right now. So 7 is an OVA running on my PC. Okay. This one is running on Eve on a hypervisor. Okay. SL profile I created is this one, cert. So now authentication profile, I believe I created it. Certificate profile, yeah, we said it's cert. We haven't created anything in there. So the other one would be a little bit different, right? So we don't have everything here. So I want a certificate. I want to basically, if I want it, I might not say, I would say just none, okay? Client profile, client certificate, okay? But anyway, because I already created this one, we done it, we selected it. And authentication profile is this, SL profile is this, okay? What else? Page, I'm gonna say default, and I'm gonna say default. And I wanna go here, agent. This is the trust certificate, as you can see here. If I tick that, something will come up. So let me add the agent here, and I wanna say, let me just add basically client configuration. Okay, I don't have at the moment basically a single sign-on, I want to basically say this one is on demand. If you basically say something like user logon, pre-logon, and on demand. Now these are different from each other. The best thing I can say to you is use on demand, because you don't want user as user be logged in automatically into the VPN if they don't want it, okay? And they don't know what's happening. Sometimes they might be say, hey, I can't access the network if the VPN is preventing something like that. If they're on their main network and they don't need the VPN, you don't need to force them to the VPN. They go into the VPN now while they're in the office unless you do so. So automatic logon or pre-logon, whatever, will force them to go to the VPN straight away. The VPN will be automatically on. You don't want to do that. So just deselect that and then give the user the options, okay? So user here, I don't have any, so just any user, any operating system at the moment. Gateway, I got nothing here, but I want to add some external gateway here. So the external gateway is going to be gateway portal. So I'll say portal gateway. So why gateway are really important is that I might not talked about in my last previous video. Gateway is important as users coming in to the portal. Okay, they will be redirected to any available gateway. Sometimes there are multiple gateways available to users, or they will pick up wherever basically they want to come in. They want to connect to. Sorry. So it's going to be 24, and it's going to be 90, and it's going to be 1, and that is the IP address. This is the IP address the user are connecting. So it's 2 here, 1 here. Okay. Other user agent, enable advanced view, show GlobalProtect icon, allow user to change portal address. No. Do we want to do that? Portal address. Yeah, if we want to do that, okay. Allow enable do not display this checkbox. Okay. Allow user to save password. Enable discovery network option. Enable resubmit host profile. Allow user to continue if portal server certificates invalid. I mean, to be honest, the option is yours, but these are the options depending on what you are doing here. Some of them shouldn't be selected, and some of them should be selected right now. as a trainer, I should always basically put caution here, because it depends what the client is absolutely expecting, you know. Always take advice, always have something that everybody agrees on. So somebody's not gonna cry later on, I can't do this, I can't do that. Because sometimes what's best for the in technologies do not work for people, to be honest. Does not work for people. Anyway, some people might say, no, we don't want that, you know, we don't want to basically to show this one, enable do not display this welcome page again checkbox, you know. Okay, allow user to change portal address, you know. Some people might say, no, we don't want them to change the portal address. Understand? Because the portal address should be automatically something that, you know, you already provide the users. Data collection, gateways here, users, any user, any operating system. Here, if you want it, you can say, you know what, only allow Mac PC, only allow Windows PC, only allow Android. But I say any at the moment, okay? Global satellites. I don't have any global satellite right now at the moment. I'm just gonna say, okay, next, I'm gonna create gateway, okay? So on the gateway, what we have on the gateway is what? So let's come back. We just stopped the video. So we're still here on the gateways. So let's add a gateway. So here I'm gonna name it VPN Gateway, GlobalProtect Gateway. Sorry, GP Gateway. I think that may be good definition. Remember, here it's up to you. You know, whatever definition that is easy for you, stick here. So the interface is going to be 1/1. The IP address is going to be this. SL profile is going to be my cert. Authentication profile, I put it basically authentication GB. This is what's going to be presented to users. Certificate profile, I don't have it. Authentication message, enter login credential, and then that's it. And we're going to go here, client configuration, time settings, you know, login lifetime, 30 days, hours, so on, minutes, and so on. Disconnect every 180 seconds, okay? Basically, login time, I think it's going to be like hours. I don't want it 8 days, to be honest. So let me say 8 hours. You know, inactivity, like how many, 3 hours? No, it's going to be like minutes. So inactivity, I'll have like 5 minutes, okay? Because I don't want the VPN just open gate, you know, gateway. So you have to just basically, you know, why is he complaining? Minimum 120 minutes inactivity logout. Damn, 120 minutes, that's 2 hours. Oh my god. This is why Palo Alto changed their stuff. Can you see that? Inactivity logout. 2 hours. I don't need that. I just want 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you know. Login lifetime, 8 hours is fine. Okay. Otherwise, if I do hours, we're just gonna kick less than that, minutes or days, okay? Right, that is absolutely. So network setting here, I got nothing, and I got nothing here. So basically, that is, well, that's cool stuff, man, to be honest. Tunnel mode as well. Tunnel was 10. And here we have other stuff. So basically I'm gonna add a pool. So I'm gonna add SSL pool. right? Just want to add something. Users, I'm going to add any. So I'm going to say, oops. So users are any. Here's the pool. Users any. Operating system any. I don't basically want to have anything that not really sounding alright. Okay. Oops, not 23, 24. Okay. So I got my pool here. Network services. If I want to have DNS, you can do so. So recommended that if you have got your own DNS, basically the users, and they love this in the exam. So remember that you understand this bit as well. Timeout, I set it up. Tunnel, I set the tunnel. Timeout, I set it. Network, I set the pool. Okay, as you can see, 10, 10, 10, 20. Services, I have not selected any DNS. HIP, I've not selected anything. Great, excellent. So let's review. We create the SSL certificate, SL profile, authentication, portal, gateway, tunnel. Now we got to do security policy and init policy. So if you basically done all of these eight steps, right? You're done. Remember, I am now on version 7, alright? 9 and 10 will have a different layout, completely different stuff. So let's review. So device, I started with certificate. So I created this guy, okay? This guy, absolutely. And you can see I have put some stuff in there. And then I created this guy, okay? So this guy is signed by this guy. It's the root. Second, I went here and I created the SSL profile. Why? Because I want the firewall only to process TLS 1.2 or above. Okay, then from there I have created authentication profile, and it is here, and I allow every user. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create users now here, and I'm gonna take off all. So let me create those users because I forgot those ones as well. So I'm gonna create MW, and I'm gonna create, password. That's the one user. I'm also gonna create, so I'm just gonna clone this guy, and I'm just gonna basically modify, right? At the moment, because I'm just testing it, right? Everything will be the same. I'm also gonna basically modify this guy, and password will be the same, right? I also want to clone this guy, okay? So these are my users. Oops, I want to clone this one guy as well. Okay, so these are my users, understand? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, info is a user. Great, excellent. So these are my users. Okay, so if I go to my authentication profile now, I will basically remove other guys. Okay, so here I won't say all, so I will say add. So I will add Ahmed, and I will add, oops, no. So first of all, let me remove all, just want to add those users. So I go Ahmed, Cecile, Info, Simon, and MW. Great. And I say okay. So these are my users right now, not all, okay? I will be testing those users with my machine. So I'll be logging to this machine on each users so I can test, the credential and so on and so forth. Right? So let's go again. So we have created a certificate. In here, two certificates, the root certificate and the other certificate, okay? Then we created SL profile, right? And we only allow 1.2. And then from there, we created authentication profile, which we have just been modifying it, okay? And then from there, we've moved to basically what? Portal and a gateway. So the portal and gateway is under network devices. No, sorry, what did I say? Network device, network button. Okay. So here's the portal, and we have basically configured a lot of stuff here. The name, the interface, the IP address. We have assigned this to the certificate profile. We created it. We also assigned this certificate, SL profile, certificate profile as well, authentication profile, and certificate profile as well. And we ticked this as a default. This is how the user will be. This is what the user will see. Under agent, we configured other basically agent that needed, including the users. Say any user here. Sorry, any. Oops. Let me see if I say users here. User group. Let me see if I can see anything. So any user, pretty long one. Select. Let me see. So basically say any. That is, just say any. Okay. And we've got the gateway here, and the gateway is this. The gateway is what? This is the gateway that every user will be hitting. Okay. Agent. We have deselect some of the stuff. Upgrade agent. Welcome page. If you want to welcome page, you can say the default anyway. Switch tunnel, rename, whatever. Disable, confirm pass. We don't have anything here at the moment. Common passcode. So here we have deselect something. Here we have also collect data. To be honest, we haven't done much about that, but anyway, that's cool. Lastly, we have created, not lastly, sorry, there are other steps after this. We created the GlobalProtect, okay, gateway, all right? So the interface is this. Now, as you can see here, I've got 1/3, and I told you this was 9 point something, okay? The one I'm using is 7. So that interface, please forgive me, is different. But the IP address is the same. Certificate is the same. Certificate profile. Authentication profile is the same, and so on and so forth. And at the client, we have selected tunnel interface. Crypto is a default here, as you can see it. Timeout or time settings. We have set up 8 hours timeout, minutes inactivity timeout. Now, as you can see, this is absolutely not good, and I think that's why Palo Alto, done a great job just to move away from here. I don't believe anybody's going to have 2 hours, inactivity or VPN inactive, being there, just widely open. No, because anybody can walk in and do the damage. Okay, and here we have configured the pool. This is what the users, remote users, these people Okay, whoever coming from here, this is the address they will obtain from the VPN to then access the what? To access this network. Alright? Okay, and then here, if you have a DNS, whatever, you could do so. Lastly, we go to policy and we go to security policy, and we can create security policy. So we say inside, outside. The source is going to be inside. Destination is going to be what? Destination is going to be what? The destination is going to be what? It's going to be outside, right? Yeah. Application, any URL, application default. Now, if we want, we can say select the user, but we just want to say default at the same time. And the traffic is going to be allowed. Session start. If you want it now, we're going to investigate and see how it goes. Let's see, let's select everything. Schedule, no. Log forward, I don't have anything that the firewall is basically logging the stuff. If I have a profile here, then obviously I will be able to access antivirus profile, so on and so forth. But at the moment, I've got none. If my users are absolutely going through a security profile, obviously you're gonna absolutely drop here, because you're gonna have antivirus here, you're gonna have vulnerability, so on and so forth, URL filtering, blocking, wildfire analysis. Wow, a lot of stuff, which is absolutely good stuff. At the moment, I've just got none. I'm just gonna test the configuration. Alright. Lastly, I'm gonna do the NAT. Okay, this is too much. Okay, the NAT. I'm gonna add, and I'm gonna use dynamic IP endpoint. Okay, so I'm gonna say NAT policy. This NAT policy is not only for the GlobalProtect, but it's for everything. Alright, so I'm gonna say here, I'm gonna come in from inside, I'm gonna go out from outside. The interface 1/1. The service is gonna be any. IP address, source IP is gonna be any. Destination IP address is gonna be any. Okay, so translated, I'm gonna use IP endpoint, dynamic IP endpoint, and I'm gonna use an interface, right, which is 1/, and I'm gonna use the IP address. Oh, yes, we have done. Let's commit. Now it's telling us loopback interface is not configured. We don't want a loopback interface at the moment. So it's successful, but it's complaining something, and it's saying, so let's see, warning, zone inside does not have enable user identification turned on for GlobalProtect gateway. GlobalProtect gateway. And also, it's also complaining decryption as well. So forward decryption and trust cert is not configured. Forward decryption trust cert will be used instead. Good. Normally, when you are configuring certificates, you should have two certificates, one which is trusted and the other one which is untrusted. So at the moment, it's saying you have only configured one, not two. So it's true, absolutely. So this one, hang on, let me say, yeah, it's only basically it only has this one right now. It was expecting another one which is untrusted. Okay, it's also complaining the user identification on the GlobalProtect is not enable. Okay. Okay, so basically, welcome back. So it's complaining that that basically silly mistakes. It's saying that the user identification is not turned on, and it also complaining the loopback one is not configured as no zone. Okay, we don't get the loopback at the moment, but let's basically resolve for this one. So if you go to zone, basically, and if we basically inside zone here, and here's the box, enable user identification. Okay, so if I say here there's no forwarding and set, that's what it was complaining. So let's commit again and see how it goes. Great. So that it's basically gone. We can get rid of the other one as well. Okay. Okay, we apologize. There was a kind of like absolutely urgent call. Okay, great. So where we were, we're basically talking about this error that we've seen, and one of them was that the firewall was complaining because we have not ticked a user identification, which was this one, and we've done it. The other one is basically the firewall is complaining we have not configured trust certificate. Now we can do so if we want to create a certificate just to get rid of that. So literally, if I basically do this and I want to say, for example, my cert, so and trust, I could do here and trust. Okay, cert, and I could do the same as well, right? And I'm gonna say this guy and 90 days, and I fill out something here. I show you here now. So now if I basically take this guy and I say untrusted and I commit, I won't see that error. That basically pop-up message will go away. Now at this moment in time, we don't need this, to be honest. We don't need this to be there, and that's not our purpose. But if you ever see this sort of popping up message, that's how you're going to get rid of it, because the firewall is complaining you don't have a Entrust certificate set up. Can you see now that it's gone? It's talking about here interface loopback one has no zone configured. Now if you go to network and we go to basically interfaces, is there any loopback here? Oh, there's a loopback here. Oh, that's why. So 192.168. Let's get rid of this, to be honest. I don't know why I created this. It's got no zone for this one. Alright, at the moment. So I didn't want to create this one. I don't know why it's there. Okay. So because every interface must have a zone, that's why you allow traffic between zones, not between interfaces. So again, we also get rid of that basically error as well. So wonderful, absolutely. So in about 40 minutes, I don't know how long. Yeah, it's in about 39 to 40 minutes, okay? We have configured this. We created the certificate, created the profile, created authentication profile, created portal and a gateway, created tunnel. We also create security policy and an ad policy, and we also get rid of some of these few popping up errors. Without further ado, if you like what you've been watching, what you can do, you just basically go to Fadila Techno, and this is our website. What you've seen is what we train, okay, individually or in groups. You can basically pick up a course here, and absolutely at the moment is almost free. Palo Alto, $5.99. I don't think no one will get this in any industry. Well, people calling me, why you polluting the market, blah blah blah. But I'm just telling them, listen guys, this is just a short notice, alright? So just because everybody is knocked off by the coronavirus, I'm giving something back to the community. So if you like what you've been watching, come here, enroll my course. Until now, I'll see you. One of my courses, I'm also running CCNA, Juniper, Fortinet, Collaboration, Azure, English, and mixed course as well. Till then, have a good night.